New Jersey, a fitting setting indeed, the home of the... And obviously such excitement to see some of the big... So here we go, the best against the best. It's what the international... Arlington, Texas. They'll be staying on in the States. China. Mind you, I seem to remember saying something quite similar the other night. For a straightforward job at the toss. America duty, and now no Ferland Mendy, Brian Diaz, and most significant it appears Kieran Trippier, Hermoso and Renan Lodi are asked. Heatwave going on back home, but this should not inconvenience these players. It was shifted right to Diego Costa, and Atletico have scored within 43 seconds here. Talk about being caught cold in the heat. Real Madrid nowhere, and Atletico lead 1-0.
Well, that's it. They lost a challenge on the halfway line now. You talk about Diego Simeone. His teams are so fired up, and we've been chatting about it before the game kicked off. They're fired.
Rocky, pre-season so far, one way and another. Here's young Odrio. Work to Morata, who's also moving well here early on. Diego Costa was
until March or April next year. So they have to fund the game, and he hasn't had a particularly good tournament so far for me. Last season, and Real Madrid were third, but you'll see. He doesn't know that yet.
Morata must fancy this. Very rightly said, they were very, very slow.
Scoring goals now. Look at this.
Saul has got it. And it's 2. And João Felix weighs in with a goal for his new club. A fabulous start to his Atletico Madrid career. There's one thing to score in that famous...
And they end up losing 3-1, and I thought deservedly so. The ex-Real Madrid player, who I think should never have been sold. That's a free.
Morata again finding João Felix. João Felix again! Courtois in goal, throws his arms wide and says, I need a bit of help here, guys. And he's worked it well. Who is also looking a player in the great tradition.
He's got to get more of the ball. They've got to start creating. That's good season last year for Espanyol and Spain, and he's coming to a big club now.
But what about the understanding between these two boys down the left? This is a very promising development, even this early. Might move on, but loyalty to Atletico be done by Coque. Brilliantly done. And it's 3. Oh, it's fantastic. They can't stop themselves from scoring. Correa's in this time.
Oh, what a goal.
Coque so very, very clever, and Courtois beaten again. Vinicius Junior didn't wait for Odriozola this time, and Oblak took one then. He got a strong hand on the ball.
Well, it's Jovic, I think, trying to get on the end of it, which he's entitled to. It was a great ball in, and it's a 50-50. The goalkeeper, Oblak, is top. He's onside.
It's another race for Ramos to get back onside. Such a...
What about the defence? What about, you know, Nacho? What about Sergio Ramos and Marcelo? And they're not playing well at all.
That was quite agricultural from Ramos, wasn't it?
I think that's his way. Look at that pass, it's awful.
Saul won it back, and here we go again, and it's 4. And this is actually becoming embarrassing for Real Madrid.
Well, it's easy for Saul, because if you anticipate and you want to get to the ball before the opposition, and they're in second gear, they're going to have chance after chance, and they can score at will. 4-0. This is going to be a huge defeat.
With an injury.
Yeah. Well, it was his left knee, as I made the point, and they haven't had a good time with left knees, as I said. Marcus said to you, hopefully it's nothing serious. And there's a yellow card, and that's the edge we were talking about.
Lamar. It's a good one. Sharp stop from Courtois, completely unchallenged. Was it Savic who went for it?
Yeah, and this is awful. He has nobody picking him up, marking him. It's a free header. Have a look at this.
He's trying to put in place as a kind of a system for this season.
Honestly, don't know. And I looked at the team and I saw 5 midfield players and 1 striker up front. And I'll bring Cash into that. There's a push in the
Benzema.
back. Push in the back.
It was Modric's.
Got the key to open the lock.
From a long way out, Vinicius Junior, and it's Jerry forecast he would be lively, and he was correct. Diego Costa wants it played. He only played one game before tonight, and here's Kieran Trippier arriving in the box. It's a great ball by Trippier, and it should again be 5.
Oh, fabulous ball, Kieran Trippier. I tell you, that was different class. Lamar beat.
That's a bit more like it, and Oblak gets a lucky bounce back off the post. Vinicius Junior hit the post, but he couldn't squeeze it into the net, which is what Real Madrid really need right now.
Yeah, that's the best moment of the first half for Real Madrid. And you know, Vinicius, good ball.
Odriozola's pullback wasn't bad. Isco. Toni Kroos had an extra. A new name to so many over here. Not for much longer. Diego Costa went over. It might be a penalty. It is a penalty. Costa down the middle, beats Courtois, and Real Madrid would rather be anywhere else right now. It's Real Madrid 0, Atletico Madrid 5, and honestly, hardly anyone can believe this.
Well, I would say they've created.
Odriozola off, and also Vinicius Junior, and it's a bit more purposeful down. Eden Hazard found Marcelo. Marcelo goes for the spectacular.
Well, it has to be spectacular because he's surrounded by red and white striped shirts, and it's first touch. He's
Mr. Odd Job, isn't he, Lucas Vazquez? He's in down the right here, Jerry. Player flattened in the line of sight of the referee that time.
Well, it was Lucas Vazquez. A couple of late challenges come in there, referee not happy. Lamar
with 68 and likely to go 6 behind in this game. They are 6 behind. He just cannot stop scoring tonight. Diego Costa has done it again.
4 goals. He has found his form. He is on cloud 9. Honestly, every time he gets the ball, he looks like he's going to score.
This is the Diego Costa then. Here's Marcelo. Just 2.
You can see the shape of them there, and they close. Look, there's 2 players all
his way, and it was Hermosa this time. Let's see how they defend the corner. Passed away. Got away from one. Went over on the edge of the box.
Savage.
Eden Hazard. That's a bit more like it from Hazard, and they get one back. Real Madrid. The last touch might have been by Nacho.
I don't think he knew too much about it. It hit him rather than him putting the ball in the net. And it was good play from Eden Hazard. That's a really positive attacking role he's shown there on the left-hand side, Paul, and he needed it.
The youngster from Japan. You're just saying, look, we want a spectacle. And how dangerous a man he can be to
everybody.
The crowd just gives you everything every week. This is a fabulous run forward, and it's an even better finish to make it 7-1 for Atletico Madrid. There's no end to this. Navas got nowhere near it. Another special goal tonight from Atletico Madrid.
Well, it's Vitolo who's a sub, who's only been on, what, 3 or 4 minutes, and he's a class player. He's a left-sided midfield player, but he's come on.
Still alive. Vitolo onto the bits and pieces, and Lucas Vazquez. Rodrigo's cross was over, but there's more punishment to come.
Unbelievable.
Gets away with one. He knew nothing about it.
It should have been it.
They've been shown up so badly here. In recent times, it's Simeone and Atletico Madrid's hearts. Season before, he's conceded one, and now he might concede again. He does concede again.
Well, this game's finishing 2-2 the second half. They lost the first half 5-0, but he'll say we drew 2-2.
Vasquez, deflection on the cross, all along the goal line and turned in. It's another one for Real Madrid.
Wow, that's fantastic stuff. I have to say, the shot from Kubo from the edge of the box was fantastic. That was unbelievable. You like this?
Very, very talented
left-footed player. He's class.
And right on 90 minutes, the referee calls it off. João Felix and Vitolo also on.